Hello, and welcome back to Intro to PvE, the series where I teach you how to become a rated R PvE superstar. This week we are covering Dread Palace, also known as DP. DP is one of the first true mechanic-based fights that you're going to have to encounter on your PvE journey. But at the same time, it's still story mode, so don't be too scared. For your group composition, you can get away with 1 tank, 1 skank, 4 DPS, and 2 heals, or a traditional balanced 2 tank group. Alright, let's hop into this. The first thing to note is that when you enter this main room, this is where you will travel to all the bosses. In order to complete the operation, you're going to go into these hallways in order. Front right, front left, back right, back left, far back. Alright, let's hop into the bosses. The first boss is Bestia. Bestia is a very simple boss. To start, she will be immune and ads will spawn. Kill them. Some players will be marked with an AoE. Drag that AoE out of the group. Then Bestia will stop being immune. Kill her. Once in a while, ads will spawn. Kill them. Then return to killing Bestia. And that's it. Yeah, that's really it. Just kill Bestia, kill the ads, and move on to the next boss. The next boss is Tyrans. Tyrans is a pretty standard tank and spank. He will cast a cone in front of him called Thundering Blast, so the tank should face him away from the boss. He'll drop a big red Inferno circle, and don't stand in that. The only thing really special about Tyrans is his simplification mechanic. When he casts simplification, a player will be marked. Then after a few seconds, the tile on the floor below them will begin to glow red. After a few seconds, that tile will disappear. In story mode, the boss will die quick enough so that you don't have to worry about which tiles are disappearing. Just watch your feet. If the floor below you is red, then move. If not, stand still. One interesting thing to note here is that the boss will teleport. He can't be bothered to walk. So if a range pulls aggro, all the melee DPS are going to have to run and then will get really annoyed. So range DPS, make sure to be using your aggro drops. Then DPS Tyrans down, and you'll be able to move on to the next boss. The next boss is Calphayus. Cal is broken down into 5 phases. Phase 1. Everyone stands around and kills the boss. Sometimes someone will get marked with a massive AoE circle and needs to drag that out of the group. And that's it. Kill the boss and move to Phase 2. In Phase 2, everyone will move into the blue glowing circles here and be teleported into the past. Once you're here, start DPSing down Cal, and you're going to find this seed of knowledge will be marked as a friendly mob. 3 hostile mobs will spawn around the seed. Kill them. 3 of these waves will spawn. Kill them. After the 3rd wave, the seed's cast will end and you will be able to click on the seed. The player that picks up the seed must run it over to the bright glowing beam that is shooting into the sky. Once you've planted the seed, the phase will end and you will return to the present. This is Phase 3. Again, kill the boss, bring the AoE away. But this time when the glowing circles spawn, half of your team is going into the blue and half of your team is going into the orange. Enter Phase 4. In the orange team, you must kill the boss. The boss will occasionally leap to a crystal and begin to channel. The orange team needs to communicate which crystal the boss is currently targeting. An easy way to do this is to open up the minimap and call out where the boss is as if he was standing on a clock face. So here I type in chat as if he was at 6 o'clock. This is where the blue team goes to work. The blue team needs to run over to where the orange team has called out that a crystal needs to die. A marked crystal will have a light blue circle underneath it. Unfortunately, I don't have footage of this side, but you'll know it when you see it. If you find the crystal with the blue circle underneath it, you must kill it before the boss finishes channeling on the other side. You must repeat this 3 times successfully until the boss is dead. Please know that this is the hardest section of the fight that requires communication and coordination. You may wipe 1 or 2 times if this is your first time seeing this content, but don't get discouraged. It just takes a few pulls to get used to what's going on here and to have people actually calling out what crystals need to die. Once the boss is dead in your separate instances, you will be warped back to the main room where you can kill Cal and finish the fight. One thing to note here is that in this trash pull, the Durocs need to be pulled separately or else they would do a massive amount of damage. So one tank should pull to the far side and the other tank should pull one mob to the group. And now, because I'm bored and have no dignity, the Raptus rap, aka my worst idea ever. Dread Master Raptus is a kind of funky guy. He thinks his mechanics are really sly. In the middle of the ring you'll see 3 glowing rocks. Click on them now cause all damage is blocked. Green for the healers and purple for the tanks. Rever DPS but purple for the skanks. Start to kill the boss and soon he'll unlock challenges based on the color of your rock. Healer heal a mob and DPS kill one. Tanks stand around and don't have any fun. One tank is special, he'll get a call out, he'll run around the room while his friends ball out. Then the raid comes back, so don't go insane, just click a rock and do this rap again. Last but not least, don't stand in the stupid, then kill the boss and see what your loot is. Yeah, that's it. That's really it. Just click the rock based on your role and then run to the challenges and either stand there for tanks or heal the mob or DPS the mob, and then just kill Raptus. Easy as peasy. Alright, well that's enough of that. Let's move on to the final boss of the raid, the Dread Council. There's not really many mechanics here that you have to worry about in story mode. The main tank will take Cal and slowly walk him around the room dropping these puddles. Everyone will jump on Bestia first, then Raptus, then Tyrans. You're going to kill these 3 in order until they jump back onto their thrones. Once you kill Tyrans, everyone needs to move inside of Cal's shield in order to damage him. Once Cal jumps back up on his throne, Styric and Brontes will spawn. Kill the big dog first, then kill Brontes. The tanks should stack them together so that they can AoE down and dot tick on both the bosses at once. Once these bosses are down, the rest of the Dread Masters will drop back down to the platform. Again, kill them in Bestia, Raptus, Tyrans, and Cal. You can damage them for a while they cast at first, and then they'll jump to the middle of the room and do raid-wide damage. Just single target them down in the kill order, and you will kill them before the damage becomes a problem. And that's it. Congratulations, you have successfully completed the Dread Palace and are one step closer to becoming a rated R PvE superstar. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Until then, happy hunting.